There is only one power, and that power is within you. The one who reads these words is merely the smallest part of what you truly are. The greater power resides in the greater being that you are. For a greater being and a lesser being to exist, something must separate them. But for there to be only unity, there can be no division or separation. What the lesser being understands as unity cannot be described, for it is unqualifiable and has no limits. Only the lesser being seems to live. Only it moves through moments that exist solely because they are contained within the limits of time and space. The being that moves through existence is, by nature, transitory, merely a spark of the greater being. This smaller portion accesses only a fraction of the primordial power, for its manifested form is limited and requires boundaries to exist. For the lesser being to access full power, no limit can exist. Limited beings access only the smallest portion of the single power. And for no limit to exist, the lesser being cannot exist. For the lesser being to cease to exist, there can be no division. And for there to be no division, the lesser being must dissolve into that which separates. By dissolving into that which separates, both the lesser being and the very element of separation cease to exist. The understanding that accompanies the lesser being is the element that divides and establishes all limits. This limited understanding is only a part of the single understanding. Being partial, it is incomplete, and being incomplete, it carries misunderstanding, also called ignorance. The single understanding is only complete when ignorance does not exist. To dissolve ignorance is to eliminate it. By eliminating the one who hosts it, for any part, limits the whole. And the whole can only be the whole when it is indivisible, and, therefore, incomprehensible. It becomes clear, then, that you manifest as the host of limited understanding, although you are also the greater being. As long as the host exists, it will conceal the greater being. And the greater being cannot be understood by the lesser being that the host represents, as long as it does not understand and consume its own manifestation. When the lesser being dissolves into that which separates it from the single being, the division disappears, and the being returns to its unity, complete, whole, and therefore, beyond any need for understanding. Limited understanding is dissolved by eliminating that which limits it. The elimination of the limit reintegrates the dissolved substance. Reintegration eliminates what was limited. Thus one understands what the book states in saying that any thought is limiting, and that free thinking is not thinking. Thought stands to understanding in the same measure that understanding stands to thought. Therefore, wisdom teaches that it is in absence that presence reveals itself. Without the host of thought and of the division it creates, what remains is the nothingness that the whole is. In the place that does not exist, the real being is, by not being.